1486. You don't need nothing fancy. You can turn the power off. You can pull the batteries out of this thing after you get it started. It'll still run. It's got the power. You know, well, not very much power, but it's got some power. So, got my spraying done this morning. The boom stayed on, which is great. I'm a better welder than I thought I was. Not a pretty welder. Definitely not a pretty welder. Just like it hasn't fallen off yet, but that doesn't mean it won't. So now we're on our way. There's Alan. To fill up a corn planter again. This is what we do. I just drive around and pick up and fill up the corn planter. How's it going? So, out here, doing some cultivating with the cultimulching. It's fun. It's fun. Just driving around, turning the dirt over, making it look nice and flat. Well, not flat, but smooth. We don't farm any flat grounds. It would be nice, but it would be boring. Like, what do you do on flat ground? Like, it's basically like jumps out here. Taking the tractor over jumps, but you just go real slow. I'll set you up. I'll put this thing in the back, and we're gonna do a time lapse. And yeah, there you go. Still cultimulching, cultivating, field cultivating. Yeah. Anyways, we got some done. Hitting some spots for a second time, just because I don't want people complaining about an uneven field. But it's looking good. Stopping. Get the rock bar out, beat out some stupid rocks. Alright, put rock bar back so I don't get in trouble for losing it. I've lost this thing before, and it was a big deal, big deal. This is a very valuable chunk of metal, apparently. But we found it. It was like a year later, chisel plowing, and we pulled it up. Might have been 2 years. It just took a little vacation, that's all. So, after I found the rock bar again, I built this little tube on here. Holds the rock bar, gives it a nice home. Because when you're climbing up and down in the cab with your rock bar, it's awfully heavy. And we got a lot of, they aren't senior citizens, but they're getting up there in age, the guys that help. It's super dirty because somebody who was running it yesterday was like, oh, the air conditioning's not working. So they were opening the doors, and, well, the door and the window over there. Just, she's real dirty now. She needs to be cleaned. But it's the wrong time of year to be waxing your cab. It's probably the wrong time of day to be talking to a camera. But no one's around to see me, so I can't get in trouble until they watch this, if they ever watch it. Hopefully they never find out about it. Then I won't get any crap. So, the best place to take a picture or get out of the tractor is when no one else can see you. Oh, so this field's about done. Okie dokie. We're now fueled up. And about ready to go to the next field, but we gotta pound some more rocks out. Stinking rocks anyway. This is what we need. There's no hammer. There's no hammer in that tractor. Like, a lot of bad things could happen where I needed a hammer and I didn't have a hammer. Now we have a hammer. Basically as good as like Thor. Yeah. Just beating it with a hammer because when I went to get a hammer, I didn't get a screwdriver to pry all that dirt out of there. So I'm not going to use my pocket knife because I just have too much respect for it. I put it through a lot and I just don't want to dig dirt into it. One click and we're done. Probably do that one too, but I'll do it later. So this thing says rolling harrow on it. We call it a crumbler. It's supposed to like break up, basically crumble sod and chunks of dirt, but really all it does is collect rocks. It's our best rock picker we have. It picks up every rock that it rolls over. It's gonna pick up, and it lodges it, see, right in there. Then you gotta take good old handy dandy Family Heirloom rock bar and you gotta beat the rocks out of there. It's a good time. Builds character is what it does. It's character building exercise right here. You know, we're gonna have to fold this thing out. Fold it out, get a good angle on those rocks. It's gonna be fun. Alright, rocks out. Most of the rocks, not all the rocks, I'll be honest. Some of them, they weren't doing any harm, they're just along for the ride. A piece of wire, and I got it locked up, and now we should be ready to fold it up and head on down the road. So watch how fast I drive. cultivating earlier. And now we're spreading fertilizer. Just following the little dots on the easy guide. Driving around a bumpy field that needs to be plowed. She's a beaut, boys and girls. 1486. You don't need nothing fancy. You can turn the power off. You can pull the batteries out of this thing after you get it started. It'll still run. It's got the power. You know, well, not very much power, but it's got some power. And you know, you don't need all those creature comforts. You know, it just makes you old quick is all. Not having it. But that's okay. We're all gonna get old. We're all gonna die. So you might as well be cheap about it. I don't know. That was rough though. That's the one thing about it, is she's bouncy. And well, this field is rough anyway. It's gonna get chisel plowed. Chiseled? What do people call it in other areas? That's what I was thinking about. I called that field cultivator a cultimulcher. And I don't know if cultimulcher is the right term. I don't know. You tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will. Alright, we're gonna hook up to this spreader. We're gonna get out of here. Because it's Friday. It's like 8 o'clock maybe. Maybe. So, have a good night.